Welcome back to Real Life Reviews, and in this video we're taking a quick look at Lululemon's Fast and Free running short, the 5-inch lined version. And just a quick warning, I'm about to switch to showing you a picture of me wearing these shorts. Here we are then, and whilst I'm wearing them I'll point out one or two of the features that I'm going to bring out. But obviously there's the lining, like it, nice and firm. Round the side we have, on the hip, just behind the hip, we have an outer pocket in both sides. The outer pocket goes straight into the lining, so it's quite gripped. Round the back you can't see the gel pouches or the smaller pouches at the moment, but we do have the two t-shirt loops, for want of a better term. And also, just a bit of a style, you can see it better whilst the shorts are being worn. It has sort of a fake fly. It is a fake fly. Just adds a bit of style. I quite like that. Let's dive straight into the format, structure, the features of these shorts. And the structure itself is a fairly common formula. We have an inner, stretchy, provides a bit of compression and is there for comfort as well. And the outer is what Lululemon call their Swift fabric. It's a 4-way stretch, it's perforated, so if you can see the holes in there, and very lightweight. The inner is quickly drying. The whole makeup of the shorts is quite light, and as you probably caught on the camera there, whilst I've got it in my hand and in view, we have reflective dots on the base of, just pick the shorts up, on the base and front of the shorts themselves. If I just turn them round, having said what I've just said, you'll see they're also on the rear. So cars behind you on a lane or something at night, they look very small on the short, but they pick up really well. The bottom line for the basic structure is it's sweat wicking and it dries pretty damned quickly. I'm just going to try to demonstrate and explain what's meant by the 5-inch for those that might not be aware, because you will see shorts described as 5-inch, 6-inch, 8-inch, whatever. So this is the waistband of the shorts, and as I pan down, this is where my legs would come out of the shorts, and this is the crotch area. If I now try to just zoom in carefully in towards that crotch area and tighten it off, and I will move the shorts, and here is our crotch seam. So try and point this out with my tape measure. Here's the seam that goes between your legs underneath, and here's the seam that would come up the middle to the center of your waistband. So from that center point to the outside we have, and turn it round so you can see even better, we have 5 inches. So about 12.5 centimeters, just over 12.5. So that's where the 5-inch comes from. If we move on to the seams in these shorts, which can be a source of irritation in some running shorts, you will notice that they are well flat stitched, and it's a very high quality. I've worn these a little bit now. I've not got any wear or coming apart of the stitching on these seams at all. And in addition to that, if I just move to the base of the leg where seams might make a junction, a T-junction, and I'm just going to follow it round and try and pick it up for you, you will see that there's what I'm imagining is a bit of a heat sealed tape that's going over. So where you're getting, this is the base of the leg, where you're getting rubbing and potentially, and a join between the seam of the base of the shorts and a construction seam, on that tee, you're not getting any rubbing against the cotton that's actually stitched the seam. So that's quite a good little call. And whilst I'm down at the base of the shorts, there is a Lululemon symbol which is also reflective, so that adds to the dots that I showed earlier. Round at the front we have a pretty normal draw cord, sturdy draw cord, it's not going to rip and tear pretty easily, and solid ends on it. quite nice plastic ends, easy to get hold of, easy to locate, especially if you're doing your shorts up under a dry robe or something. It's a cold cross-country race, I don't know, horrible ultra and getting ready. Easy to get hold of. And a nice little extra, if it's for you, is there is inside a little pouch. Just there we go, put my fingers there. So when you've tied your jaw cord up, you can tuck it away and it's out of the way and doesn't irritate you. Do I use it? No, I don't. I don't find, so far the cord hasn't irritated me. I just tuck it in. But if you're the sort of person that wants that or likes that or would use it, it's a good bonus, isn't it? And whilst I'm right on the front, I want to try to show you the structure of what I call it sort of like the crotch pouch. So if you can look at it, and I will just try and move that cord out of the way. If you can look at it, you will see that we've got the two main seams down the side, and this seam here isn't really, it's not a seam that you feel. The stitching and everything is on the inside. So this then forms, coming in here, a real pouch structure. If I can show you, it forms a real pouch structure so that your, what I would sort of politely term your meat and two veg, are in a pouch area rather than having a standard seam down the middle, which can be very irritating. If you've ever had that happen, it's not very pleasant. So it's kind of a crotch catch for your important parts. It's a really nice thought. Coming back to some of the features that I mentioned when I was wearing the shorts, on the side we have good sized pocket on both sides that goes directly into the lining. Now, it is a good size, and if you wanted to, you could fit quite a few gels in there. I've not stuffed them because comfort when you're running is really important, and different people's ideas of what is and isn't comfortable will vary. But you could fit quite a few gels in both of those. I have a large Samsung, this is a S23 Ultra or whatever. This fits in it quite comfortably. I say quite comfortably, it fits in quite comfortably. Would I run with it? I've tried it. Answer, no. A big phone like that is still going to, for me, be a little bit uncomfortable and it bounces around. However, walking somewhere, you could fit, my point is you can fit quite a bit in there. It's down to you for your comfort and what you like. Now, moving round to the back of the shorts, there are two, what I call gel pouches. So you can see the tape here. That's the top of a gel pocket. That fits easily. It's a mesh. You can see my fingers through the mesh. There's two of them, one on the other side, and that easily fits a gel in each one. If you wanted to, you could get two gels in each one. My point here is that's where I would keep my gels and anything. The outer pockets, if it was that sort of time of year and I needed it, I might put a handkerchief or tissues. I personally don't like things on my thighs and rubbing, but that's personal view. However, for a good training run, gel in each, even two gels in each, you've got plenty there to see you through it. I know that for an actual event, and what are these shorts best for? Personally, training and even shorter distance, colder weather races. So 5K, 10K, potentially half marathon even. But the waistband is wide, but it's not a storage waistband, which is popular with some shorts nowadays. And if you were going further and carrying more, people have their own preferences, but you'd have a belt on or a vest. You'd be carrying liquid there as well. So We're touching now on what these shorts are best for. They are very definitely, for me, they're a training short. They're a lovely training short. They are potentially for shorter distances, by which I mean going for a trail run, 10, 12, 14K, that sort of thing. Keep me stocked, emergency gel if I suddenly have a bit of a downer, that sort of thing. Moving to the rear of the shorts, we have two loops, one either side. They're elasticated and perfect in that hot weather if you're taking your t-shirt off, your running shirt or whatever, or you've come with two layers, you've started off and you want to take one off. Perfect for sliding the shirt round and even sort of pulling it up and put it in the other one so you don't lose it behind you. Returning briefly to the sort of make of these shorts, the structure, if I hold the short up and you sort of look quite carefully, you'll see that the cut of it is from medial to lateral. So from the crotch area to the outside of my leg, it goes slightly up, which is a nice bit of style. And when you're running, if the cut is too flat or is the other way round, I find it quite irritating getting the outer part of the short brushing against your leg. It can just be an irritant. Again, that's me, it's personal. I like the idea of this cut. Summing up then, the Lululemon Fast and Free 5-inch lined running shorts. Very comfortable. They're lined, as I've said. The outer is perforated. It's 4-way stretch material. It wicks really well. It dries really well. And overall comfort, I've been massively impressed with. This has obviously helped with the wide band, but particularly for me, what I call the crotch pouch for comfort in the front. Storage is excellent if you're running sort of mid-range runs, the 10 to 14, 15K. You'll have plenty in there for emergencies and to keep you going. Could you wear them for longer runs? Yes, you could. They're very comfortable, but you would want to carry liquids, fluids, gels, etc. via another method. But I have been massively, massively impressed with these. They're stylish. The colours, this is the sort of lemony green pastel colour. Lululemon are what I would call trendy. They're fashionable. Which is why in some respects I'm really, really pleased with them. Can I recommend them? Yes. Are they quite expensive? Yes, they are, but you can look for deals on them as well. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you've not done so already, click on the bell icon and you'll get notifications of each video release. I'm going to pop up around the screen there and there some running shoes for you to have a look at if you want to, and if you haven't yet subscribed, well, please click on the little round picture down there. Thanks for watching.